The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
She walked into the league like she already owned it. No hesitation, no second guessing. The swagger was turned all the way up, confidence overflowing, and the media attention? Bigger than what most rookies could even dream of. From day one, all eyes were locked in. The Chi Barbie wasn't just hyped. She was being crowned as the next face of the future.
The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
But fast forward to now, and everything in Chicago has flipped fast and hard, like a badly missed layup clanking off the rim. Inside the Sky front office, the smiles have disappeared, the tone has shifted, and frustration is starting to boil over. Fingers are being pointed, and the conversations behind closed doors aren't pretty. Angel Reese is no longer being treated like the golden child. She's becoming the cautionary tale people whisper about when the cameras are off. If you think Reese should be fired, go ahead and comment "Fire the baby giraffe" down below. Let's get into it.
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more."
Because something explosive just went down in that locker room. And the fallout? It's already spreading across the internet like wildfire. Insiders are saying the GM is done playing nice. Missed layups? Check. Missed chances? Check. Missed opportunity to prove she belongs? Double check. Suddenly, Angel Reese's hold on her spot, and her status, is looking more unstable than her jumper right now.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
And make no mistake, this wasn't your typical coaching feedback session. This was loud, intense, a full-on, no-holding-back wake-up call, the kind that echoes through a locker room. It didn't happen under bright lights or in front of cameras either. This went down behind closed doors, where the truth usually comes out raw and unfiltered. After yet another frustrating performance that had coaches grinding their teeth and fans staring at box scores in disbelief, reports say the GM stormed into that locker room with a clear purpose.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Angel Reese got hit with it directly. No PR spin, no soft delivery, just straight, unfiltered criticism. And it wasn't about effort. This went deeper. It was about fundamentals. How many more blown layups are we going to accept before something changes? That question didn't just land. It hit like a warning shot. And insiders are saying this wasn't the first time her name came up in those conversations. At first, it was quiet concern. But now, those whispers have turned into full-blown noise.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
Behind the scenes, coaches and staff had already been going through film, watching Angel struggle under the rim, missing finishes that should be automatic at this level. But her most recent performance? That was the tipping point. Wide open looks missed. Easy buckets fumbled. Momentum-shifting plays that instead handed the advantage to the other team. It wasn't just a bad night, it was costly. Inside the locker room, the tension was thick. Teammates sat there in silence while the GM said what everyone had been thinking. She may have dominated in college, but this isn't that level anymore. That wasn't just criticism, it was accountability hitting hard. And for once, the pressure wasn't coming from social media. It was coming from inside her own team.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him, building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
That moment sent a crystal clear message through the entire room. No one is safe. The Sky had gone all in on Angel Reese. They put her on billboards, built hype around her, positioned her as the future of the franchise. But now, there's doubt creeping in. Did they invest in a true star, or just a highlight reel that doesn't translate? Because right now, it's starting to look like all flash, but not enough finish.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Angel Reese entered the WNBA riding a massive wave of hype. But that wave is crashing now, and it's crashing hard. Chicago didn't draft her to trend. They drafted her to dominate. Instead, what they're seeing is a string of missed opportunities. And in her latest matchup, especially that rough outing against Atlanta, her inability to finish stood out in the worst way.
Angel Reese, part 40, let's get it! My favorite shot in basketball, Angel Reese, long two, bang! We saw some improvement last night. They only lost by 18 and some of the layups hit rim. Bang! WNBA socials show Angel, but not her teammates. Did you say butter? Butter pecan! Bang! We're giving you free and open looks. You better cash them in, girl. Oopsie. Bang!
Layups were missing so badly, you'd think the backboard wanted nothing to do with them. Point-blank putbacks turned into momentum killers. Every miss drained a little more energy from the team, turning promising possessions into moments of frustration. Fans didn't need advanced stats to understand what was happening. They could see it clearly. This wasn't the same player they expected. Instead of looking dominant, she looked uncertain.
Bring it back to the ditsy-doo, whipsy-doo. Give me that scoopity-boopity-bop. Bang! More layups. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know? Bang! Bang! She's a great rebounder. She grabs that board really well. All the people there are excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for the out-of-bounds line. Bang! If I'm her coach and I see this setup right here, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Bang! Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that because she can't jump. Bang!
And then came the internet. Clips of those misses started spreading everywhere. Twitter slowed them down frame by frame, breaking down each failed attempt like it was a historic moment. Analysts dissected every mistake, while fans flooded comment sections with reactions that were anything but gentle.
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show."
Social media quickly turned into a battlefield. Comparisons started flying, some saying her finishing looked like basic JV-level drills. Others joked that she talks like a superstar but finishes like someone still learning the game. People began questioning how someone with her size and presence could struggle so much in the paint. And one thing became very clear. The internet had run out of patience.
Angel Smollett, in her own words.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA, our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders, it's still...
But it wasn't just happening online. Inside the arena and behind the scenes, the energy was shifting too. Coaches looked drained, like every timeout aged them years. Broadcasters tried to stay neutral, but the underlying message was obvious. Even opposing teams started to notice, forcing her into tough situations just to watch things fall apart. At times, You could even spot opposing benches trying to hide their reactions as another shot hit the rim and bounced away.
The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They sputtered early, lost Sloot to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, both offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans. Even understanding that growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't have been.
It's almost like the league has figured out the formula. Push her inside, clog the lane, and wait for the mistakes. The same physical style that made her stand out in college is now being used against her at the professional level. And the toughest part? When the Sky desperately needs someone to step up, to take control of the moment, Angel Reese is there, but not making the impact they need. Yes, she brings energy. Yes, she battles on the boards. But energy alone doesn't win games.
Well, that's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, no, this is a brand new team. We can't afford that, Angel. But instead, they co-sign it. They allow it. They encourage it. And they wonder why things look how they look.
Because at the end of the day, effort without execution doesn't get you far. It just looks chaotic. When you're drafted to be a cornerstone player, trying hard isn't enough. That's expected. This league demands results. Every possession matters. Every mistake gets magnified, and every missed layup becomes another piece of evidence against the hype.
Manager Jeff Pagliocca allowing Tyler Marsh to say, yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing, and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball.
Now, even insiders are starting to shift their tone. The same voices that once hyped her arrival are quietly questioning whether she was pushed into the spotlight too soon. Sure, her name trends, but trending doesn't translate to winning. Chicago fans don't want viral moments. They want victories. And up in the front office, patience is running thin. What started as hope is now turning into serious evaluation. These missed opportunities aren't just isolated mistakes. They're signs of something bigger. And that tension? It's no longer contained. It's spreading through the entire organization.
This is an easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a sidearm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham looking right at Angel Reese. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather... Look at that. Angel Reese is just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post position.
Inside the locker room, the cracks are starting to show. On the surface, everything might still look united, high fives, support, team talk. But underneath, it's different. Some teammates are still backing her, pointing to her effort and energy. But others? They've seen enough. Veteran players, in particular, are reportedly frustrated, tired of watching possessions fall apart because of missed finishes, tired of adjusting to cover those gaps, and tired of the constant media attention that follows it all.
This is a team that they might say that they get along. They might say that they're all friends and everything's fine in the locker room. But yikes, come on. Look at that. Alicia Gray's back's turned to the play. Brianna Jones is face guarding Camila Cardoso. And Rachel Banham just refuses to give Angel Reese the ball. And the Chicago Sky get a shot clock violation. I'm not sure what's going on over there in Chicago.
And behind closed doors, those frustrations are getting louder. Players are reportedly going directly to coaches, raising concerns that go beyond just performance. They're asking real questions. If this were someone else, would they still be getting the same opportunities? That's not jealousy. That's frustration. That's a team questioning fairness. And once that kind of tension sets in, it's no longer just about basketball. It becomes a bigger issue.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Angel Reese can't proudly accept the role of the villain, then beg people for sympathy. You can't complain about mythical racism. You can't create stories of fake racism that get exposed, then ask people to feel sorry for you.
Meanwhile, the front office isn't sitting still. The GM isn't just reacting, they're planning. The word trade hasn't been made public, but that doesn't mean it's not being discussed behind the scenes. Reports suggest the team is already exploring options, looking for players who can bring consistency without the distractions. Reese isn't out yet, but she's definitely under the microscope. Some believe she needs to be benched. Others think she just needs a reality check. Either way, time is running out.
Caitlin Clark is more mature. Caitlin Clark has decorum.
Caitlin Clark obviously is jet fuel to its popularity.
Caitlin Clark is far better of a basketball player and has made such a tremendous impact in a greater number, more so than Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Her college career was better. The stadium sales, the WNBA popularity has gone up because Caitlin.
And the spotlight she came in with only makes everything more intense. Every decision involving Angel Reese is being watched, analyzed, and debated. But from the sound of it, the front office isn't concerned about perception anymore. As one insider put it, the honeymoon phase is over. Now it's about winning. And right now, Angel Reese is caught in the middle of a story that's heading in the wrong direction. Because when hype meets reality, the results don't lie. She came in loud, confident, ready to prove herself. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't score points. Social media doesn't win games. And headlines don't bring championships. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is building something real in Indiana. Winning, improving, delivering. That's what separates noise from greatness.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader. Outside of rebounding her own missed layups, what does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night. And for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
Now the line has been drawn. The locker room is divided. And that ticking sound you hear? It's not applause, it's a countdown. Because this situation has gone beyond stats and shooting percentages. It's about leadership, growth, and whether Angel Reese has what it takes to respond. If she doesn't turn things around soon, Chicago won't hesitate. No one is bigger than the franchise. Not the name, not the brand, not even Chi Barbie. And that might be the hardest truth to face. This league doesn't care about what you did before. It only cares about what you do now. So the choice is simple. Adapt or fall behind. If you think Reese should be fired, drop Fire the Baby Giraffe in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. And go ahead, click the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.